Hey guys, what is up? Mike Locke here. Thanks for tuning in to this video. In this video, let's talk about contract jobs versus full-time jobs, and I want to touch on freelance as well. The reason why this topic came up is because I get a lot of emails from recruiters offering potential jobs or job interviews or whatnot, and these jobs are contract jobs. A lot of them are contract jobs, in addition to some full-time stuff that I get often. But majority of emails that I get are like contract, and this is becoming a trend over the last several years. And I want to talk about that and talk about the benefits of actually going for contract jobs if you're just now getting into the industry. But when you're in a position like myself, I don't necessarily do contract work, and I'll touch on that in a second. But I have worked with people. I work with people today that are contractors. I worked with people in the past that are contractors, and there are definitely pros and cons of it. Basically, right now in the UI UX design industry, a lot of companies are pushing more contract jobs. Like when they have openings, most of their openings are contract jobs, and a lot of these contract jobs are contract jobs to hire. Okay, but initially they don't want to hire people outright, and the reason is because there is a big cost to that. So if they hire you full-time, in addition to your salary, they have to pay like $35,000–$40,000 in benefits. Okay, so if you look at my salary right now at ADP, I make X. But when you look at my, when I go into the details and I see the total compensation, it's like X plus 45,000, right? That's including all the benefits, the 401k matching, all that other stuff, right? So they do a lot. Companies, when they have openings for UI designers or UX designers or whatnot, they like to do contract jobs because they don't have to pay you the benefits. Okay, they can hire you at an hourly rate, and then they can fill you out over the 3 months or whatnot. And if you're good, if you build a relationship with them, they'll go ahead and hire you if they have that need to fill. Okay, so that's pretty much the gist of why contract jobs exist. When you're just now getting started, you definitely want to go to look at contract jobs. Why? Because one, there's several reasons. One, the companies that are hiring these contractors, they're not going to be so stringent and like very detailed in terms of their hiring practice. They may hire you and not necessarily go through this full, interrogation type of thing and into your background, into your skill set. They'll hire you, because they know that they can easily let you go if you're not working out over 2 weeks or whatnot. So the hiring practice is a little less stringent. It's not so difficult to get these jobs. But once you're in, now here's where the plus comes in. You get into a job at $35 an hour or whatever, and while you're working for this company, you're building relationships. And the biggest thing, in my opinion, for contract work is the relationships you're going to build with people at the company. You're going to be networking with people. Two, you have an opportunity to build those relationships from your directors and whatnot, and actually get offered a full-time job at the end of your contract term. So you have that benefit. But the experience and knowledge you get from learning a development process and building working on a website and whatnot is invaluable, in my opinion, versus like from contract work versus freelance work. And again, people might say, what's the difference? Freelance is my opinion, is a job, but it's a part-time job. Okay, it's not something that you're going to want to have to go at. I talked about this in my other video. Freelance, you can't make that much money in freelance alone. Freelance should be a supplement to contract work or full-time work. Okay, keep that in mind. And if you don't know, if you want me to elaborate on that, check out my other video where I talk about the truth of freelance design. Okay, I go into more detail into why that is. But basically, contract work is good for that. Now, I've worked with some people like for 10 months, and they're really good at what they do, and they still have been under contract. And in my opinion, if you have experience, you have knowledge, and you're looking to build a family, and you have kids, you need benefits. Okay, you're not single, you're not a young kid or whatnot. You need benefits. Me personally, I need benefits. If I'm going to work for a particular company, I need benefits. I need medical benefits, dental, all that other stuff. Okay, so I don't take contract work only unless I have to. Okay, also I work with someone that he was a contractor, but he was really good at his job, and I kept telling him, dude, why are you a contractor right now? Okay, because if you're good at what you do, there are companies out there that are looking to hire full-time, looking to hire you. Okay, so if you have the knowledge, you have the skills, there is no reason why you should be contractor long-term. Okay, do it for 3 months, do it for 6 months. But if they're trying to renew your contract, you know, after every single term, and you're going on now, it's over a year, that means you're really good at what you do, and there are other companies out there that are probably willing to pay you $20K above your current, you know, salary price, okay, for a full-time job, which will give you benefits and all that other stuff. And obviously, if you have kids, if you have a spouse, if you have a family, you want to go after more full-time work. Look for full-time opportunities out there because of those benefits. All right, but let's say I got laid off and I really needed a job, you know, right now I needed to pay my mortgage and whatnot. I'll go after contract work, you know, for 3 months and whatnot. But in that 3-month period, you know, I'm looking for more full-time work and things like that. So that would be where I would be, that's where I would use contract jobs. And also, if I was just now starting out, I would be more open, I'd be definitely open to contract work. But if you're experienced, whatnot, like at my level, or just even just experience in general, you have several years of experience under your belt and you're really good at what you do, you know, there's no reason for you to go after contract work unless you have to. Because contract work is really like full-time work because you have to be in the office. You look and feel like a full-time person, but you're just not getting paid like a full-time person in terms of the benefits and things like that. So contract job is not something where you can work from home and you work, you know, like a freelancer and work for companies. Those are rare cases, but not most of the cases. Most of the contract jobs are in-house contract work. You have to work in-house. So my thing is, look at contract jobs because of the knowledge you gain and the networking that you build. And what I mean by networking is when you work for a company as a contractor, you're going to be working with product managers, directors, other UX designers. When you build that core, that camaraderie with those employees, when they go to different companies, let's say one go to Yahoo, one go to Google, or one go to some other hot startup, you now have a relationship with that person, and they will most likely reach out to you if you're looking for work. Okay, so that happens a lot. So networking is huge. That's why it's always good to get yourself in an office, get yourself in a particular job to build that network of people that you can use throughout your career. Like I mentioned this before in a long time videos, that I was offered a job. I was pretty much gifted a job from working, you know, at Twitter. This was like 3 years ago, before they went IPO. And I could have went to Twitter. I didn't take it because I would have had to move to San Francisco. But it's because I built a relationship with a VP there from a company I used to work at Fox, and I had that relationship. So relationships and networking is huge. It's who you know in this business. If you know people, if you can network with people, you can easily move around throughout the industry. All right, so that's my little tips. That's my little feedback on contract work, full-time work, and freelance work. All right, thanks for watching, guys. If you like the things that I talk about, please hit the like button, leave me a comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to, get more of these videos. And as always, please visit my website, mlwebco.com, for more information on what I do and who I am. And we'll talk soon, guys. Look out for more videos. Peace.